Welcome to The Priority Shift, a podcast dedicated to focusing on your true priorities, both personal and professional, using the 80-20 method. I'm your host, Christina Walker. Let's dive in. Episode 5, A versus B items. If thinking about your customers in episode 4 felt tough, this is completely normal. Especially in a sale-facing type of role, you begin to develop true human connections and relationships with your customers, so it can be a challenge to put them in different buckets. This episode should feel a little easier because they are just products, but I have seen where individuals could struggle if they are the engineers behind the designs and creation of the products. We are going to repeat what we did with our A versus B customers in this episode, but this time we are just looking at products. This is where you will probably have to really scrub your data. Are the items in the systems clean, or is it a hodgepodge of items and components? Take some time to see what the raw data says. If it feels more than 80% of the way correct, keep going. I have seen so many businesses spend months in this stage because the data isn't perfect. But what you will find is that the A products aren't moving much, and the bottom of your 20s list won't move around much either. This is where you can find some really great quick wins, so focus on those. Again, partner with accounting and take all of your items and sort them highest revenue to lowest. When you hit the 80% value of your total number of items, draw a line. These are your A items. Again, review them with the team. This really should not feel shocking because these are the items that are probably your best sellers, and if you would ask operations, they're the easiest items for them to produce. Again, do not overcomplicate this step and try and make it more buckets for things. Next week, we will bring these two sides together to give you a grid and some direction on how to attack each area. But let's talk about products and why having so many different varieties and choices is tough. In the US, we love choices. I mean, just walk into any large grocery store and there are rows of different types of ketchup bottles to pick from. But so many choices can become overwhelming for you as a company to sell and for the consumers to understand the different benefits. We can also get caught up in needing all the bells and whistles even if we really don't need those. You can see this play out in the smaller grocery stores like Aldi and Trader Joe's, where they have one or two options. People still love to shop there because it is easy. They don't stand in the store trying to figure out the different brands, they just grab what they need and keep going. If it becomes too complicated, people will get overwhelmed and decide to not purchase anything. If you have a huge catalog of items, you are just spending time, money, and resources to keep those things around, and the majority of people aren't even purchasing. Again, your vital few items or A items are your best sellers. What if you could add additional support for these items and sell more of them versus the cost that it takes to invest in R&D to make another new item? Which items are at the bottom of your list and why are they there? If we circle back to a few episodes ago, this is just like standing in your closet. I have had so many of you reach out to me and share that you have taken this challenge of cleaning out your own closets. One listener shared that they started with a suit jackets and ended up being able to sell and donate ones that were just taking up spaces. What a great example of 80-20 in action. Remember that this can be a challenge to sort through on your own and that having an expert can make the process easier. Reach out if you're ready to partner with practical solutions as you start your 80-20 journey, and reminder to visit my website to sign up for our weekly newsletters with bonus material each week that coordinates with this week's podcast. Thanks for listening, and make sure to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform. And share this with a friend, colleague, or manager. Find more info at PriorityShiftSolutions.com and reach out to Christina directly to get started with coaching and applying the 80-20 method.